Hey everybody, this is Suzanne. I want to share with you some of the things that have really helped me. Particularly, you know that the world is really moving towards a more feminine type of leadership. So that does not exclude men. What it does mean is that all of us, gratefully, are using more of our intuition, both in our family lives and in our work lives. So the concept I am, you are can really help you hone both your ability to help another person move through a difficult moment, because it gives you a way, as the podcast refers to, of not processing other people's emotions. Now, the way to get good at that is to be able to know what it feels like to be you. So many of us grow up, though, in a way where we're, feeling the feelings of our parents, or we know when they're about to fight, or we might have that sensation in our body when they're arguing, but they're not talking. Do you know what I mean? There's that silent conversation going on between the walls. And all of us were born with this incredible, innate ability to sense the wider human, emotional, spiritual atmosphere that's around us. Yet as we get older, a couple things happen. Sometimes people lose their sensitivity and they disconnect. And those are people that later have to go to empathy classes to be able to know how other people feel. So there's that group. Then there's the people that don't know the difference between themselves and other people. So it's really hard for them to be around emotional situations because they don't have a center. And then there's the folks that I'll say recognize that they want to have and preserve those sensitivities, yet they want to use them for a greater good. And so then what that means is that we need to be able to have that distance to know when we are feeling or sensing the sensations of another person. Let me just give you an example of that. So, a lot of times in work worlds, I'll be around people and they'll get uptight, or they'll get tense, and I can see it and feel it in their body. And I can even start to think, oh, they're getting uptight because I'm too happy. Here's what happens is as soon as we sense a sensation from another person, we have to do a couple things. We have to first catch in our own mind, what are we making that mean, and let that go so that we can simply be with the person. And then secondly, what I find helpful is to just breathe and hold the space so that I can see, is there something for me to do? And a lot of times, here's the amazing thing. There's actually nothing to do, and there's 100% of something to be. So it's really to settle in, to be, to allow that person to move through something. And what I often find is that if I stay in this really loving, I'll say high frequency of space, the person next to me will start to kind of relax, start to kind of drop in, and then the business conversation will be far more fruitful. Now, for any of you out there that think that that's a manipulation, I feel badly for you. Stop thinking things like that. Start recognizing that the environment that you create for other people matters. It all matters, all the time. So I know that sounds a little, it's just that I could hear some of you thinking that. So when you have the thought that it's time to really lift up an environment for yourself and other people, know that that's a gift and have no agenda behind it. The basis of our work is actually unconditional love.